guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am very excited to be filming today's video because, in case you don't know, I've been way out of the swing of things with posting here on YouTube and kind of just life in general. That being said, today I'm going to be answering some of your most asked questions and talking a little bit about where I've been and what's been going on in my life recently. And before we get started, in support of World Mental Health Day, today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of BetterHelp or you don't know what it is the world's largest online counseling platform. It has licensed therapists who are certified by their state's board to provide therapy and counseling online, which is super convenient for my busy life. BetterHelp is $65 per week, and financial aid is available for those who qualify. You can apply for financial aid when you're doing the sign-up process, and it is available worldwide, and the platform matches you with a counselor within 24 hours or less. After you've signed up, it is very easy and convenient to get the licensed counseling. You can use your computer, your tablet, or even on your cell phone. They have sessions through live videos, text messages, and phone calls. And they also have groupinar sessions every week where you can learn in a group from licensed counselors on various topics like relationships and communication and ways to overcome your anxiety. If you do struggle with things like depression and anxiety, I hope that you will consider signing up for BetterHelp. You can use the link that is in the description below. Please keep in mind that BetterHelp is not a crisis line, so just in case anyone needs it, I also have crisis resources in the description. All this being said, I hope that any of you who are in need of support or struggling with something and reaching out for help can find that on the platform like I did. And let's go ahead and get started on the questions. So of course, the first thing that I really want to answer that has been asked a lot is, how are you doing? I'm missing your videos. Where have you been? I've gotten a lot of messages. I know I've said it before, but I am so thankful for the support that you guys give me. Even when, I'm not posting here on YouTube, you guys have reached out to me on Instagram, you've been on my Snapchat, and I really do sincerely appreciate that, and a lot of it has been much needed. These last few months have been, for sure, some of the hardest months of my life thus far. Not saying it could never be topped, but it's been very hard. Some of the things that have happened recently have just put me into, this position where I was in a really bad headspace. And I know that if you follow me on Connect or Instagram, you have seen little pieces of it. Like on Connect, I talked a lot about self-confidence and self-worth, and I'm always talking about that on my Instagram as well. And my Instagram got hacked, and that was kind of something that started spiraling these feelings out of control. I know it sounds crazy, but when that happened, I lost over a year of hard work that is, part of my side income, and it was just a lot of stress, and then more and more things kept happening. Things started to add up and wear me down and get me into that negative headspace. Negative self-talk, feeling depressed, wanting to lay in bed, having more wine than I've probably ever had in my lifetime. And I've just been trying to work through some of those things, and I've not been feeling super inspired or super motivated, and I definitely have not been on track with my weight loss. I do consider this whole thing one wellness journey, so it is connected, but it's not directly about my weight loss here. I have not lost or gained any weight. I've maintained throughout this, which honestly is a blessing. I'm so glad for that. But I've not been on track. I've not been feeling good about myself. I've not been feeling motivated. I've not been feeling productive. And those are really hard things for me. At one point, I felt like there was no way that I would be able to get back to that, and no way to get back to myself and recover from these feelings and these events that I'm going through. And to be honest, the email offer from BetterHelp could not have came at a better time. I was already seeking out therapy on my own when I got the email from BetterHelp to do the sponsored video today, and it was just such a blessing. The platform has honestly helped me a lot. I've already done live chats with my counselor, and She's awesome. So if it is something that you think you could use, I would for sure say to check it out and just use that link in the description. It has helped me to just have someone to talk to. It's good to not have to feel ashamed of reaching out for help or doing therapy online, because it has been really helpful and it's something that we need to speak up about. So I was really happy to do this mental health video, and I'm glad that it is one of my first videos when coming back into this, you know, routine that I need to get back in. The key to it right now is I just try to make each day better than the last one. So whether that is, you know, tracking my food or trying harder at the gym one day, or, you know, whatever it might be, listening to music that makes me feel positive. I'm just trying to make each day better than the last, and those little steps do start to add up. I don't want to say I am 100% back at myself, but the myself that I'm working on is going to be better than the myself that I was because of some of the things that I've gone through. So just keep your head up, and if you need help, reach out for it, is basically what I'm saying. I kind of got off on a tangent there, but that's where I've been, is just going through a lot of stuff. You know, you guys can feel free to message me if you're going through something. I would love to be a person to support you, and you guys are so supportive of me, so I would love to return the favor. All in all, it's all part of this grand wellness journey, and the ups and downs are part of that adventure. I hope most of you guys are still here watching the video with me, because we're about to get into some of the not so serious topics that you guys wanted to know about. So the most commonly asked question was what myself and my husband do for work. YouTube, you know, obviously it's not my full-time job right now. Hopefully one day that would be like a dream come true, but we do have regular 9-to-5 jobs. We both work in a call center for different federal agencies. I am a quality analyst, so I listen to a bunch of the calls and I grade them to make sure the customer service is good and the agent gives out right information. So that is basically my job. Neither of us really love it, but it does pay the bills, you know, and helps us get to where we want to be financially. So we're always working on that. A few of you had also asked what my dream job is. As a child, my dream job was to be a singer and an actress. So it doesn't appear to be happening. I still love to sing. I'm still interested, you know, in acting today. I used to do a little bit of theater and stuff, and it was always fun, but I don't see a clear career path to those things. So I guess a more realistic dream job would be to do YouTube full time. I love being able to sit down and talk to the camera and reflect that onto you guys. I love sharing my life. I love sharing Cooper with you, my tips, and just this journey and this growth that we experience together. So being able to do that full time would be awesome. What is your favorite food to splurge on? So I've got to say this is a hard choice between ice cream and pizza or cheeseburgers. I am a sucker for a good cheeseburger. Like every weekend I go use my weeklies on a cheeseburger. So I would say that's probably the number one, and then ice cream. But I do love the Halo Top peanut butter cup ice cream, so I don't splurge on it as much anymore because I can just use that, and it's really good. If you haven't tried it, I would recommend it. I think it's either 3 or 5 points. Check it out. What is your number one hobby? My number one hobby is singing. I sing in the car. I sing when I'm dancing in the gym. I sing when I'm cooking. I sing in the shower. I sing when I'm filming a video. I'm just always singing. It is a big stress relief for me, so I love being able to channel that into singing, and I've just always loved to do it. Some other common questions were my age and where I'm located, and I live in Eastern Kentucky, and I just turned 22 in September, so that is how old I am. Please don't judge me for it. there you have it. So a few of you had asked for a house tour. I actually do have some older ones that I will try to link up in the corner here so you can check it out. But I would love to do a new one. My house is currently decorated for Halloween. I've been thinking about filming it. So comment down below if a house tour is something that you would like to see, and I'll do an updated one. How did you meet your husband and how long have you been married? So my husband and I met at my first real job, which was at a local grocery store. We both worked there. He had already worked there when I started. We actually went to the same high school also, but he's 5 years older than me, so we never went to the same school together in high school. He kind of knew of me. He had saw me because I used to play volleyball, and he watched some of the games, so he knew about me. I did not know him at all, but once we started working together, we met and we knew each other for about 2 weeks, and then we started dating. I was 17 at the time, and then we dated for a month and a half, and that's when he proposed, and I said yes. And I was still 17, so here we are. October 17th of this year, 2019, will be our 4-year anniversary. They always say the first 5 years are the hardest, so we're almost there. How often do you grocery shop? I grocery shop every single week. I always get fresh fruits and vegetables. We get things like eggs, bread, milk, just the basic necessities. But I don't keep a lot in my fridge or my freezer. I just do it every single week. And I did just do a what's in my fridge tour, so I will link that up in the corner so you can check it out too. Any more fur babies or kids coming in the future? We're considering taking in another fur baby from a coworker, or getting another one. It's undecided, but we do love Cooper, and he's brought us a lot of happiness and joy, and he's just this big fluffy shedding ball of stress relief that is awesome. I definitely want more dogs in the future. When it comes to kids, I do for sure want kids. We both know that we want to have children, and I want to say, you know, we're not ready, but then people are going to tell me you're never going to be ready. But with some of the things I've been going through, I really want to work on myself a little bit more before we start trying for kids. I just want to be able to be the best parents we can be one day, so as prepared as possible is where I want to be before we start trying. And the last question I'm going to do is from one of my OG followers. She has been following me on Connect and Instagram, and I assume, you know, watching YouTube here since she answered a question about it. Her name's Cindy, and like I said, she has been with me for a while, so I really appreciate you saying this, but she was asking if I could sing for you guys, and I do, you know, want that. I eventually want to sing, but I get so nervous. I actually created a YouTube channel in the hopes of, you know, it being about music and singing, but then my life completely changed when I got on this awesome wellness journey. Singing is a part of that for me because it's such a big stress relief. I don't know if I can promise you a singing video, but I would love to make that a goal one day. However, I can be caught usually singing on my Instagram or Snapchat. So if you don't follow me there, I'll leave them in the description and you can check it out there, and I will look for a video that I don't feel awful about, and I'll put the clip in this video for you guys in case you're curious, and there it will be.
Hours of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough for me. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day.
So that is all the question and answers I'm going through today for you guys. If you have more, leave them in the description. I would love to do a live Q&A session here on YouTube, so I'm going to be working on that soon. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. It means the world, and I'm so happy with the service so far. So be sure to check it out in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.